What up, though? What's cracking, Scorpio? I hope that all of my beautiful and my handsome Scorpios out there are doing well. All right, you guys, so let's go on and get into this reading and see what it is that you need to know, okay? All right, so something significant is going to take place this year, okay? We got 2025. So something significant, you guys, is going to take place this year. All right, you can live in Dallas or be from Dallas here. We have the letter S, so this can be someone's first or last initial. All right, we have Utah, so you can live or you can be from Utah here. All right, we have romantic gesture. All right, so there's going to be someone that's going to be coming in, right? And whoever this person is, okay, for some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy of a non-committal ex. That's the card that I saw when I was pre-shuffling, okay? This is someone that's going to come in doing some type of romantic gesture. So they're going to give you a gift. They can be buying you gifts. This is someone that's going to come with some flowers. You know what I'm saying? They may want to take you out to eat, try to wine and dine you. For some of you guys, they may even give you money, but they're going to do some type of romantic gesture to win you over. So this is somebody who know they don't fuck up with you, Scorpio. I'm gonna keep it real. So this person doing this romantic gesture, this is just a way to win you over. Like this is not a I'm sorry or can we make this work or can we start over? This is just a way for them to get back in your life. So don't be fooled when it comes to this person. For some of you guys, they could have been even jealous of you. All right. So this can be a jealous lover that you were dealing with at one point in time, and at the time you was dealing with them, you may have not even known this person was jealous of you. Okay, they could have been jealous of your gifts, your talents, whatever it is you do for work, how you get your money, your energy, your light, something about you this person was jealous of. Okay, and whoever this person is, I feel like you love them unconditionally. So it's like you didn't have like when you did things for this person, when you loved them, when you showed them love, whatever it is, like you didn't expect anything in return. You see what I'm saying? When you have people that's used to conditional love, that means that people would do nice gestures for them and warm them up, butter them up, all because they wanted something. They were not used to unconditional love. They weren't used to people just genuinely loving them and caring for them just because they do, okay? But whoever this person was that you love unconditionally, they taught you, baby, to never love that way again, okay? I was dealing with a karmic at one time, and I ain't talking about my twin because I'm on the twin flame journey. But when I tell you that karmic experience was way worse than my twin flame experience, okay? And the one thing this karmic did teach me was never to love anybody else unconditionally again but my own goddamn self, okay? So we have big money blends, shorty. You pressure, okay? So I don't know what you out here doing, Scorpio, but you out here got your foot on people's necks. All right, and you out here applying pressure. So that means all eyes are on you. All right. Don't think that people ain't watching. Don't sit back. Don't think that people ain't sitting back observing everything that you're doing. Okay. So you out here applying pressure, you guys. Okay. Some people like it, some people don't. That's their damn fault. So we got third party is jealous of your gifts and talents. Okay, so there could be a third party that's also watching you too, because remember we said shawty you pressure. So whatever that you're doing, that you're applying pressure out here, maybe it's your presence is being seen. Maybe you're putting yourself out there, your business, your company, whatever it is. It's like people are watching you, they see you, and there can be a particular third party that's jealous of the gifts and talents that you've been blessed with. Okay. Now, you can be receiving an unexpected phone call. That means out the blue, this person just gonna be reaching out. For some of y'all, it may be from a private number. You know what I'm saying? They can be calling from a different number. But you're gonna receive an unexpected phone call. And this person that's gonna be reaching out is this non-committal person. All right, they're gonna be resurfacing, but don't be fooled, you guys, because this person has not changed. Okay, so think about somebody from your past that was non-committal, someone who didn't really want to 100% commit themselves to you, but they expected you to 100% commit yourself to them. Okay, that's the person we're talking about. So I pulled just a little bit on this energy and see who this was, okay? So for some of you, you were dealing with someone that always overreacted to every situation. Every time you tried to talk to them, every time you tried to explain yourself and your feelings and your thoughts and all that shit, this person will overreact. Or for some of you, this is what they'll tell you. When you guys, when have a misunderstanding or something, and you will try to talk to them like their way of trying to deflect the situation or trying to avoid the conversation, they're like, "Oh, you just gonna overreact, and I can't never talk to you." And whoop de whoop this and that. You were dealing with someone who was not happy with themselves, and because they were not happy with their own life, you know what I'm saying, the things they had for themselves, the way their life was going, they became inconsiderate of others. This means this person didn't consider the things that they did, the things that they said, and how it would make you feel. This person would just say and do anything, and 9 times out of 10, they were saying and doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, the shit they was doing and saying, Scorpio, hurt your damn feelings. But the thing was, they didn't even think about it. Like, this is someone who didn't put no thought into anything that they said or did because they didn't consider your feelings. Your feelings at that time, Scorpio, wasn't even fucking important. The only person that mattered to that person was them, okay? Someone who felt disrespected. And, versus you guys being able to address it or versus them being able to address it, they'll just start an argument. This is the energy of this person always overreacting. Every time you turn around, this person feel like you was disrespecting them because you was calling them out on their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you was telling them about themselves. See, they weren't used to that. They was just used to people, you know what I'm saying, going along with the flow, letting them treat them any type of way because 9 times out of 10, that's how they were being treated. They were dealing with people that would treat them any type of way. So shit, they thought, hell, they can treat people that way. Hell no. They figured out real quick when they ran across your ass here, okay? You could have been dealing with someone who had addictive tendencies. This means this person could easily become addictive to things. Okay, for some of y'all, they could have had some addictive habits. Maybe they smoked, maybe they drank, maybe they did this or that. And it's like you notice this, but they use these tendencies to cover up their emotions. So if this person did drink, if they did smoke, whatever they did, whenever they would feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying, whether they were mad, or they were upset. This is someone that will overindulge. Okay, I'm talking about this person gonna get sloppy drunk. This person gonna get high as fuck. You know what I'm saying? To the point of no return. And it's because they were trying to cover up their feelings versus this person being able to sit down and talk to you and be like, hey, Scorpio, this going on, or I feel this type of way, or I didn't like when you did this. This person just gonna get sloppy ass drunk. And hell, good and damn well, sometimes what they say, a sober tongue speak the truth or whatever it is, like you might can get a little truth from this person, but shit, they'll be so damn drunk, you couldn't even have a conversation with them. You know what I'm saying? Not every argument that you and this person had to be so intense. Like every time you and this person would have a argument or a disagreement, like that shit was intense as fuck. Like y'all damn near was about to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? It was because you were dealing with someone who was very immature, but they also were very emotionally immature. When you're emotionally immature, that means anytime someone, hey, says something to you, call you out on your shit, say some shit that you don't like, you're automatically going to get on the defense. You automatically going to feel like this person attacking you and they doing this and they doing that. And it's like, no, you just need to be able to not overreact. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad, all this type of shit, and be able to sit down and have a damn adult to adult conversation here, okay? I feel like for some of you guys, maybe you like with me, like I said, you were on a twin flame journey, but there could have been a karmic. You met a narcissist. You met someone here that I feel like taught you something. And during the time you were dealing with this person, you didn't understand like what is the fucking lesson I'm supposed to be learning behind this situation. But I feel like that particular person that you were dealing with, the universe wanted to teach you, baby. Don't you love nobody else unconditioned like that? You pour that damn love and that energy back into yourself. Like you didn't understand at first what was your lesson? What was the rhyme or reason for you having to deal with this person and be in this connection? And it was because the universe is trying to teach you never love anybody unconditionally. The only person that you're supposed to give unconditional love to is your damn self here, okay? You were dealing with someone who wore a mask. They didn't want you to see the real them because they feel like that you would not accept them for who they truly were. So you were dealing with someone who had some self-esteem issues. You know what I'm saying? This is someone who suffered low confidence. They didn't feel good about themselves. So oftentimes they will often have to put on this mask and pretend to be this and pretend to be that just to get people to like them. Like this is someone who probably didn't even know who the hell they was because they were always in this energy of pretending here, okay? So let's pull just a little bit from the karmic experience and see what you guys experience with this person. Because this is all to let you know, Scorpio, when this person come back in your life, I don't give a damn how much money they throwing at you. I don't give a damn how many dinners they want to take you out and how many bouquets of flowers and gifts they give your ass. If this is someone that you had to heal from, baby, don't waste your damn time dealing with this person. Okay? So we're gonna pull just a little bit and then we're gonna clarify and see when you could be expecting this person to reach out, okay? We all got free will. Y'all do what you want to, but hey, I'm just saying. All right, messages for my Scorpios. Tell us more. What happened in this connection that they shared with this person? What happened in this connection that they shared with this person? All right, so you were dealing with someone, Scorpio, that often made you question your worth. Okay, and that's why Spirit was trying to tell you. That's why the lesson that you had to learn from this person was never to love anyone unconditionally here. Okay, you pour that back into yourself because that made you question your worth. At one point in time, you didn't think that you were good enough to have this or that you could have this type of man or this type of woman because you were dealing with someone who devalued you. This is someone who I feel like they knew your worth, but because they wanted you to always stay in your head and not leave, because this is their way. This is like a tactic for this person to keep you stuck. It's to make you not know your worth. Because as long as you don't know your worth, you will stay dealing with some bullshit. You'll put up with people's bullshit and how they treat you and not them considering your feelings and shit like that. But when you learn your worth, baby, you're gonna be quick to walk away. And see, this person, as long as they kept you questioning yourself, they were always gonna keep you stuck on them. All right. I can't even tell you. You could have been dealing with someone who was very charming, so they could have came in like in this Knight of Cups energy, being romantic, taking you out on dates and dinners and wine and dine. Like they were very charming, opening the door, calling you, making sure you get home from work at night. They were very loving. Like this is what they presented themselves to be. But shit, once you really got to know this person, as time passed, baby, you realize you was dealing with a whole asshole. Okay, this person was a complete asshole because they didn't give a fuck about you. They didn't give a fuck about your feelings. Like really nobody else's feelings. Like this is someone who was very self-absorbed, and the only person that they cared about was their damn self. Okay, you were dealing with someone who did not want to change. Okay, and I feel like you kept trying to encourage this person. You kept telling this person like what was wrong with them, they flaws. Like you would call this person out, but they didn't want to change. That's the thing you don't understand. This is someone who made it presented to you, or they told you, I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna do better. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do this no more. But they didn't want to change. And this person got tired of you trying to force your life and your ways onto them because they didn't want to be like you. You see what I'm saying? This is someone, for some of y'all, they look down on you like shit. You was less than them the whole time. It was the other way around. Because you were someone who was willing to change. You were willing to accept your flaws and be like, all right, there's some shit about myself I might need to work on. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you were able to grow and evolve. This person here, they didn't see nothing wrong with themselves, baby. They done had not one problem. Every time you brought something to this person's attention about how they made you feel or something about themselves, they would get mad as fuck. And this is when this person would overreact. This is when you and them would get into these fights and arguments because they wasn't trying to hear that shit. This is someone who did not want to change, and they got tired of your ass always trying to change them here, okay? You were dealing with someone who was very toxic as fuck, but they had everyone fooled. For some of you guys, this person could have been around your family, your kids, your friends, and shit. And everybody was like, "Oh, they so sweet. They this and they did." They had everybody fooled, even you. You know what I'm saying? You thought this person was a sweetheart. They were just the most gentle, loving soul. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never met a man or woman like that. Like this is what this person wanted you to think. This is the illusion that this person created for you. See what I'm saying? That's why it's a lot of time we gotta learn to use discernment with these folks, y'all. Like I'm learning my damn self. Dealing with people, whether they your sign, the same zodiac sign, somebody you dealing with, family members, friends, you have to use discernment with people because they will create illusions. People will have you believing they this way and they that way, and it's not until you have a fucking experience with this person that you actually get to see who they really are. And you thought this person was a sweetheart, they was very loving, very genuine, but they were really toxic as fuck. You see what I'm saying? And that's why Spirit was trying to get you. A lot of us, that's why we had to meet these people. You see what I'm saying? So when we cross, whenever in the future we would cross paths with any energy that reminded us of this particular person, oh baby, we're gonna haul ass. We're gonna go the opposite direction because we're not trying to deal with anybody else like this again. Okay. All right. So tell us more, Holy Spirit. Give us just a little bit more on this non-committal relationship. For some of you guys, they had you in a whole private relationship here. Okay? They could have been dealing with other people. They could have had other third parties on the side. For some of y'all, you could have been dealing with this person on the low. You only saw them at certain times of night. You only talked to them at certain times of the day. You know what I'm saying? And you kept wondering, like, why? Why I can only talk to you after 12 o'clock, or why you got to sneak on the phone, or why you get quiet when such and such come in. And it was because you were in a private relationship. They could have had other people they was dealing with and didn't want nobody else to deal with you. For some of you, we could be talking about your divine counterpart here. All right. 1111 could be very significant, but this could have been your twin. And you guys were in this runner chaser dynamic. You was the one that was chasing this person and they was running from your ass here, okay? Give us just a couple of more messages for my Scorpios. Tell us more. Give us just a little bit more on this non-committal person. And then I'm going to pull from the answer in time, and we're going to see if we can clarify when this person could be coming in, okay? Messages for my Scorpios. Tell us more. Give us just a couple of more cards on this non-committal person. What else does Scorpio need to know? For some of y'all, they were on drugs. I kind of make this up. Remember I said they had addictive tendencies. For some of y'all, you didn't even know this person made a pop pills or they did drugs on the low. Like this could have been something that you were even unaware about, okay? Maybe you did know this person did drugs, okay? Tell us more about this non-committal person. Look at this, fights and arguments, you guys. All you did was fight and argument because you had trust issues. This person gave you no reason to trust them. And what I mean by that is, remember, they kept you in your head. They wanted you to question yourself. For some of you guys, they were always doing shit, playing mind games. They lied all the time. You know, it's like you never could believe nothing that came out this person's mouth. So a lot of your fights and arguments was because you didn't trust them. They'll say they doing this and they'll be here and there, then shit, they be gone all damn night, or don't come back to 5 or 6 hours later, or they come back in some clothes they didn't have on when they left. Like this person was doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't giving you no reason to trust them. So when you are questioning them about some shit, be like, hey, I thought you said you was gonna be back, or you calling them, blowing up their damn phone while they out, then they come back home with an attitude and shit. And you like, well, damn, I thought you said you was gonna be gone for an hour, and you've been gone for 6 hours. Like, what the fuck? Then you didn't answer the phone. This is a very one-sided situation. I feel like no matter what happened between you and this person, you still gave your all, 100% all the time. You still were always trying to pour into this person, trying to make this situation work, but you were the only one putting in the work. That was the problem. A relationship, a marriage, it takes two. It takes both parties putting in the work. You can't have a successful relationship. You can't have a successful marriage if you the only motherfucker that's doing the work. If you the only one putting in the time and the effort and the love and the energy to make this situation work, it's not going to. This person could have been very detached. For some of y'all, they was very detached because they was on drugs. For some of y'all, they be too drunk, too high to even be able to understand what the fuck going on. For some of y'all, they was in a whole nother relationship. You know, and it was like maybe they didn't like to get their feelings and emotions involved. You know, this could have been someone who had one night stands. You know what I'm saying? But they were very detached. You were not able to connect with this person on the emotional level. And because you couldn't connect with them on the emotional level, they never going to be able to understand your emotions and your feelings. This person was never going to understand how they made you feel and the things that they did because they were detached. This is someone who cut off. Their heart could have been blocked. You know what I'm saying? They cut off their feelings and emotions. All right, let's get one more. Unemployed for some of you guys, shit, their asses is unemployed, okay? They can be broke. Some of you guys, they got fired. They could be trying to live beyond their means. That means maybe they got these expensive cars, these houses and clothes and trying to pay for shit and they ain't even making the money to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? They could be trying to take care of other people, trying to provide for other third parties, you know what I'm saying? And they were living beyond their means. And for some of y'all, this is their karma for what they did to you in the past, okay? So let's go to the answer in time and see when you guys could be receiving an unexpected phone call, and then we're gonna get the time and see who this reading is about, okay? Messages for my Scorpio. Tell us about this unexpected phone call. Look, we gotta learn your lesson. Spirit is saying learn your lesson when it comes to this person. Don't have to get back on this karmic hamster wheel and be having to go through the same shit that you just already healed from. For some of you guys, you've already healed from this person. No need to get back on that cycle and going through this shit again, okay? Tell us about this unexpected phone call. Messages for Scorpio. Tell us about this unexpected phone call. For some of y'all, you ain't gonna get no unexpected phone call because Spirit done blocked this person and they are not allowing this person to come in your energy ever and ever again, okay? Because you have done the work and you have healed from this person. For some of y'all, they like in spiritual jail. Shit, they can't come towards you if they fucking wanted to here, okay? Tell us about unexpected phone call. All right, we got definitely yes. Okay, for some of you guys, you will be receiving this phone call. I don't know what they're gonna tell us when. Let me get two more, then we'll get the signs. Who is this reading about, Holy Spirit, and when will they receive this phone call? All right. So they ain't gonna tell us when, y'all. I got half faith, things will remain the same, and let go. Okay, so not getting a specific time when this person will be reaching out. But we do have learn your lesson. So for some of you, you definitely will be receiving some type of communication, okay? Let me go to the who that and see if we can get a description of either you, excuse me, or this person, okay? Messages for my Scorpios. Who is this person that will be reaching out? Since y'all won't tell us when. Let's see who this person is. Tell us about this person that will be reaching out to Scorpio, because you guys will be receiving an unexpected phone call. Who is this person that will be reaching out to Scorpio? Okay. So we have medium built. So for some of you, this person could be medium built, not too big, not too small. All right. They can have brown eyes, or this could be you. We have where it's a necklace or a chain. So this could be you or your person. We got bald head. So you or your person could be bald headed. And then we have where it's a bob. Okay, this is someone who has shoulder length hair. All right, y'all. So let's get into the signs. So let's see who this person is going to be reaching out, because you have a non-committal person that's coming towards you, and they're going to try to do some type of romantic gesture to win you over. All right, so we got Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Aries. Who's this reading about for Scorpio? We got Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So all the air signs of Scorpio. We got heavy Sag, heavy Taurus. So definitely a Sag and a Taurus. And one more time. We got Libra, Taurus, Virgo, and Pisces. All right, you guys. I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.